I forget who was calling the game, but even was it Mark Jackson or did Mark Jackson call the? No, Mark Jackson called the Oklahoma City game. I forget who was calling the game, but even he was like, a lot of times the referee will blow the whistle before the dude even comes up and commits the foul because they understand what the situation is and what's about to transpire. So that was just, it was just like real college basketball-ish. I was like, let this game be over with because it's starting to make me squirm and itch. It's starting to feel too much like college basketball, not the pros.
Made you itch?
Yeah, like, it's like give me a hive or something, a rash. Like if I'm watching the good basketball, you can't turn it into the bad kind. Like at the point in the game where it matters the most, and that's what was about to happen. We mentioned the Atlanta Hawks earlier. Yeah, they made it look kind of presentable at the end, but at one point during that game, they was down like 35 or something like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
And here's the problem, Rob, because I'm gonna keep it 100 with the people. I tried to watch the replay of the game, but it's hard.
You couldn't listen.
You know why it's hard? I can't watch the whole game when the Hawks are blowing someone else out or when the Hawks are getting blown out because Dominique has nothing to say to me. Like he didn't have anything to say when the game is close, but at least I'm into the game. Like if the game is out of hand, yeah, I gotta bow out. I tap out like Ronda Rousey because I'm out of here. I tried. I did. It was at one point during the broadcast, I thought they left Dominique at home because I didn't watch it from the beginning. I picked it up probably around the second quarter, and Bob is just talking. Bob's just talking. I'm like, what? They got Bob doing the solo thing tonight? And like maybe like 6 minutes later, Neek chimes back in. I'm like, oh, there he is.
Hey, he might have walked off. He might have been like,
yeah,
damn,
that's what I'm saying. Like, where was this dude at? Like, Bob is just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, wow, I wonder what happened. They couldn't find the stinger and Dominique got sick or something? No, he was right there the whole time. Saying,
he over there getting him a soup deal.
Had nothing.
Right.
Had nothing to say. Like, well, man, come on, man. Like, if it's going to happen, let it happen, man. But I can't sit the Hawks getting beat by like 20-something points. And then I got to still deal with that. Yeah, I'm out. Yep, gone. Gonna watch Survivor on DVR or something. That's what's gonna happen right there. Yeah, I can't. I just. I talked about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is looking to come back in about 1 or 2 weeks. We didn't talk about these. This I don't even want to call it a rumor. Somebody just kind of blurted something out as far as Kevin Durant being on the trading block because of the play of Russell Westbrook. Here's the thing about that. It's not like KD's not there and they're like the number 2 seed. Yeah, they're out of the playoffs right now. By percentage points, the Pelicans are ahead of them. So it's not like the team is doing great. Russ is doing great, but the rest of these dudes aren't. So when you start talking to me about, well, shoot, maybe they can trade Kevin Durant, the MVP of the league.
12 and 10. They're like 12 and 10 without Durant, with just Westbrook in the game. I think it's 12 and 10, or 13 and 10, something like that.
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah.
This is not a team that's like, it's like, Kevin Durant's not playing and they still got the best record in the league. They don't. They're not even in the playoffs. If it started today, they're out. So apparently somebody's needed. There's another piece that's missing to this equation. Yeah, it's the big, tall, skinny dude that wears 35. It's him. Like, get the hell out of here. Like, that's why Sam Presti was like, this is ludicrous. Like, whoever, I know it's slow right now as far as, new cycle stuff in the NBA because the NFL has it pretty much on lock. But when you come with that, when that's your thing, we're going to trade the MVP. Sure you are.
Well, but when I first heard that, I was like, okay. Like, number one, I don't think the owner, Sam Presti, I don't think he's that stupid. First of all,
or is he the GM?
Because
Presti the GM?
Well, GM, right? The GM, yeah. If you because you would then essentially have traded 2 MVPs if James Harden wins the MVP this year. and then you get rid of Durant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think the smart man will put his money on Oklahoma City getting rid of Kevin Durant just because Russ is getting his. I mean, that's what he's supposed to be doing when Durant is out.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, he's supposed to step up. I mean, that's like just going back, just thinking about somebody else that would just get here. Like, and while, let me see, remember when Scottie Pippen took over the Chicago Bulls when Mike was out?
Yeah, Scottie was averaging almost 30 points a game that year.
Right, and they were one game away from the NBA Finals, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that's like if MJ had called Jerry Krause and gone, "Hey, man, you know what? I'm ready to come back," and they'd be like, Mike, you know what? Scotty's really doing his thing right now. We're good.
Yeah, we good, dog. Don't you worry about it, player.
Yeah, that's basically what that is the equivalent of. Like, come on, man. Yeah. You can't do that. And you just can't do it.
And the other thing is the people who keep bringing that James Harden thing up. Like, people keep acting like that didn't have to happen. It had to happen. They just
for money reasons.
They just paid Serge Ibaka. They just paid Russ. Like, it's Oklahoma City. It's not L.A. They don't have this influx of TV money where everyone can get money. And they just like, screw that luxury tax crap. Yeah, we'll run it with this. No. Plus, here's the other thing, too. How long do you feel like you can keep a talent like that on a bench? You understand? Before just like the kid that just left, Reggie Jackson. Like, Reggie Jackson couldn't get on a faster, more smoking thing out of Oklahoma City fast enough. As soon as he got traded, that dude was tweeting, "God is good. I'm out of there." What? He couldn't get out of there fast enough because he believed his talent exceeded the role that the team had for him. And now he's gone, and now he gets to go off and try to do what he believes that he can do. Same thing with James Harden. You can't keep that thing as no six man. There's a certain mentality that comes with that Jamal Crawford, Jason Terry type attitude that comes with being a great six man. As we see, James Harden ain't that. That
right.
dude is every minute of every game that I could possibly play in.
And that kind of shows right there toward the end of his tenure with Oklahoma City when they went to the NBA Finals against the Miami Heat. And of course, he was playing his role coming off the bench, but it was just terrible. Like, that dude, I've never seen James Harden play that terrible over, what did it go, 6 games? I think it was 6 games.
Yeah, I think so.
I've never seen that dude be off his game that much. I mean, the little Euro step he likes to do, the little crossover, like, it was like he was turning the ball over left and right. But I think that could have been a product of him being one of these guys that needs to be on the court a whole lot.
Well, to combat that, he had a pretty crappy playoffs last year too, and a lot of basketball people kind of attributed to the way, the different way that the game is officiated in the playoffs. Because James Harden lives at the free throw line, and when that kind of switches up, and he's not getting those calls in the playoffs, you can see where that could shake somebody's game, especially when your game is kind of predicated on the fact that you're drawing contact and you're putting people in these precarious situations late in ball games. So, that could be a contributing factor as well. You there?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, like I said, it's just one of those things where, like I said, I like James Harden. I do. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't think, I mean, because, like, the one thing about Kevin Durant is Durant, won't agree to a contract extension early because he's trying to wait, to take advantage of this big money. Like you saying, LeBron is trying to get go make $30 million a year. KD trying to get that money too. So, it's, like I said, it sounds good. The whole rest is going off. Yeah, maybe they should trade Durant. Yeah, right. Okay.
Meanwhile, they're number 9 in the West.
Yeah, makes no sense. Like, they're a much better team with him, but again, you got to respect that man because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he knows what he's doing. Like, he knows what's coming, and, you know, I'll wait, too. I'll wait that thing out, too. There's no way I would agree to a new deal with them right now, or to an extent. There's no way.
There's no reason when you can just you definitely gonna max out. With about 5 minutes left to go, the other big thing that's kind of happening in the land of the NBA/NCAA is that they're discussing pushing back the draft entry date, the date where the college kids have to announce their intentions on whether they're going to stay or leave college, and they're taking it from April to late May. Which this is something that's really revolutionary as far as what's going to be allowed to happen. Instead of someone telling, like, say, Rob, let's say you're a sophomore at, you know, UNC, and you have someone
sophomore.
Yes, sir, you're a sophomore at UNC.
That long.
And someone's saying to you, someone's giving you well, it's more important to do it past freshmen.
Okay.
The dudes that are good freshmen, they know where they're going to be. Like Jahlil Okafor, he knows that he's not going to make it out of the lottery. There's no chance in hell. But for some kid that may need an evaluation, it's going to turn into more than just like a phone call with someone saying like, yeah, we believe you'll go at this point in the draft. Now, what's going to be able to happen is a college kid, let's say a kid like, I don't know, let's say this kid, the kid from Kansas, Perry Ellis, he's hurt right now. But let's say Perry Ellis, I think Perry Ellis is like a ninth year senior though. But let's say if he was a sophomore. And this dude's been at Kansas forever and ever and ever. But let's say he was a sophomore. He would get to go to the NBA Combine and do all the workouts and everything and get an assessment that way before he has to even declare whether he's going to go to the NBA. Like, ain't that wild?
No, I mean, that's good. Because that goes back to what I was telling you last week, was that it was something like, I forgot, I think it was over the past 7 years that there have been, and I know we weren't talking about freshmen, but there were like 57 freshmen over the past 6 or 7 years they had declared for the NBA, and only 12 of them were still in the league. So, yeah, I mean, hey, look,
what?
I like it. Sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying?
Out of 50, wait a minute. We got like 2 minutes to go, but I got to clear this up. And if we need to check this out. Check this out by tomorrow and correct it if it's wrong. Out of 57, is how many left?
I think like 12 or 15.
That can include this year. Because this year you're talking about Parker, Wiggins, Gordon, Randall, Embiid. That's 5 right there. That's half right there from 1 year.
Yeah, I think that was for going back to last season.
Yeah, we got.
I don't think it includes this.
We got to confirm those numbers because that seems like a large pot for only like 12 dudes to come out of it that are still playing.
A lot of them in the D League are playing, the Euro League.
Because think about what this league is built on. Think about who the stars of this league are. They're not seniors in college. You're talking about Anthony Davis. You're talking about LeBron. You're talking about Kyrie. You talk about John Wall. Like, all these dudes was like, yep, I'm here, and I'm leaving immediately after the season's over with. That's what the stars are in the NBA. So all these people who like, they need to stay longer. Why? Why? If you're that good, guess what? You're going to be young and be a star in the NBA. Because that's all it's made up of. What James Harden did 1 year, didn't he? Russ did 1 year at UCLA. Kevin Durant did 1 year at Texas. Yeah.
Texas, right.
If you're good at ball, and then get your butt to the league. And the only reason I'm saying that is because that's what the rule is. Like, if you that good, leave 12th grade and play in the league tomorrow if you can. Tomorrow. All right, we got about 40 seconds here, so we'll wrap this thing up, man. Nothing,
get us out of here.
Yeah, nothing really, not a whole lot more left on my list. I don't see anything. Yeah, we've kind of gone through everything. Just one last thing, man. This is the Sports Kings Podcast. My name is Big Mike. His name is Rob Calloway. Please make sure you give us likes and favorites or whatever those things are called on the Spreaker.com app or website. You can follow us and tweet us and Instagram us and Facebook us at Sports Kings Live. You can also email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com. And what we'll do is we'll see you guys tomorrow for the last show of the week.